The following program is brought to you by the Internet Broadcasting Organization.
What, are you kidding? I bench press 10 times as much as this. My karate keeps me in top physical form. I was looking for Disney World. Must have missed my exit.
Karen, I love you, and I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Will you marry me?
I'm just practicing for the part.
But my head told me I had to kill you because you're gonna mate with some man.
Then spread throughout the land, wiping out everything and everyone in its path.
Okay, obviously you can tell the kid was hopped up on speed or PCP or something.
Because I like to tell stories. One day in the future.
Dr. Ocula? Ooh, scary stuff. Dracula. Dr. Ocula.
I will yank that book from your dead, cold fingers. You did it with all those creatures. You're a Jezebel, just like Mommy's.
Hey, it's Joel Wynkoop Show. We're back again. It's Sunday night. It's a little after 9. Sorry about that. You know how I get caught up at the Cops Marathon. I told you about that all last time. You know, when I came back to the Joel Wynkoop Show, when I was with Doug and Christian and at the other studios and Nick Cuddy, I always did like a monologue at the beginning and I would work it out and stuff. And I wanted to do that here, you know, at the beginning of the shows. But you know what? It's too hard work. And I say, yeah, I want to do it like Johnny Carson because I'm so old school Johnny Carson. I say, I don't even say Jay Leno. But anyway, you know, Johnny Carson had writers. Johnny Carson wasn't at home going, hey, let's see, what can I think of for the day's events? No, he didn't have to do nothing. He had a comedy writer. You know what? I don't have a comedy writer. So why am I trying to be like Johnny Carson anyway? I should just be like Joel Wynkoop. So all I want to do is come out at the beginning of the show and say hello to the people and say my guest tonight is Mike Marin, who's a really awesome friend of mine. I met him when I was working with Wayne Valenti at the Tampa Picture Show, helping him. He had an organization there, Don't Let the Tampa Picture Show Go Dark. And I did a video I was doing a video for Wayne, and then I met Mike, and then I did one for Mike, which was for Wayne. And Mike and I became really good friends, and he asked me to be in his zombie movie, which is actually made for the Zombie Film Challenge called Zed. And we're going to talk about that tonight, but I did want to say a couple things. One thing that I did like to do in all my other shows, like I said, a monologue type thing, I would take the news events, just like Johnny Carson, who has a writer and doesn't have to come up with his own material because he's paid a lot, and I'm not. However, one thing I did see on the news that I thought was really, really funny, and I just crack up at it, and we laugh and laugh at it all the time. But it was in the media when my first show was supposed to air, but my show got pushed back, so I couldn't do it then. But I think people will remember. Remember the thing, there was a kid that was not allowed to go on a bus because he was fighting with the other kids. And he got on the bus, passed the bus driver, went back and started beating up the other kid. And then, of course, the kids, you know, the bus driver doesn't know what to do. Oh, I can't tell you know, the bus driver, I feel sorry for them because they're like, what am I supposed to do? I can't grab the kid, then I'm in trouble. You want to grab him and smash his head against the window and then push him out that window because those windows will slide down. You can shove a whole body out, but you're not supposed to do that. Then he gets in trouble. So he's probably like, well, what do you want me to do? You know, you got to stop the kid, do something, pepper spray him, whatever, hit him over the back of the head of the 2x4. He's not supposed to be doing that. But the funny part of it was the cop comes on TV and the cop goes, what do I have to say about that? No, but don't be blaming the school, the bus driver, and don't be blaming the school. You should be blaming the boy because the boy was told not to go on that bus. So it's the boy's fault for going on there. And I was like, you know what? That cop is right. Yeah. That cop is right. So you know what? All you bank robbers out there that are robbing banks and raping women, when you go out and you rape a woman, you're not supposed to be doing that. So you're being held accountable for. We don't need to put you in jail or we don't have cops arrest you. You know better. So all you rapists that are thinking about raping girls, you're not supposed to do that. So, you know, those rapists, they're not supposed, they should know better. They should know not to rape girls. And bank robbers, you should know not to rob banks. So it's like Steve Martin said way back in the 70s, I forgot, say you are on trial for armed robbery. You simply say to the judge, I forgot, armed robbery was a crime. How many times do we let ourselves get in trouble when we know just two simple words in the English word would get us out of trouble? I forgot. I forgot armed robbery was a law. Oh, you forgot? Oh, don't do it again. See you later. Anyway, it just cracked me up. I don't know if you found it funny or you saw it on TV, but the cop, for him to just to keep saying, well, that boy knew he wasn't supposed to go on that bus. Well, you know what? That bank robber knew he wasn't supposed to rob that bank. So anyway, we're going to get on here at the show. I did want to make a couple announcements. Yeah, I wrote them down on little notepads. I want you to tell you about my friend's show, Vader Entertainment Live with my friend Doug Vaders. And his show airs on Tuesdays and Fridays at 8 p.m. That's Vader Entertainment Show with Doug Vaders, or Vader Entertainment Live on Tuesdays and Fridays at 8 p.m. And it is affiliated with Talkwad Studios, so it's kind of cool. He does that from his house and Skypes in people. He's going to have Helen Thomas is going to be on this week, as a matter of fact. And upcoming, I think Mike Christopher is going to be on. Also, Ink Talk with my friend Ian Stevens is on Sunday nights here at Talkwad Studios at 7 p.m. That's Ink Talk with my friend Ian Stevens and Kim Marie, and it's Sundays at 7 p.m. And they talk about great things that are cool, like in the industry. Also, we got coming up June 22nd, we have Joyce Meadows is going to be at the Tampa Picture Show from the Brain from Planet Arrows. Also, a lot of shorts like Chomp. Lynn Hampson's Chomp is going to be playing there, so we're going to be doing that, so that's pretty cool. Also, we got the Joel D. Wynkoop's The Other Side. The second episode is going to be playing. It's called The Abandoned Land, which guest stars Ken Anthony. That's going to be playing. Oh, Gary, I was wondering, can we put up a phone number? Is it too late to do that? Can you put like a phone number up if people are actually watching and they want to call in? Or it's probably too late to do that. I don't know. I don't know if you can do that. If you can, great. If you can't, no. Oh, cool. All right, awesome. That way people can call in and say hi to Mike and stuff. Don't call in to say me. Don't call in to say hello to me. Who the hell wants to talk to me? But they'll want to talk to Mike, so that'd be cool. All right, and I did the thing about the cop. Yeah, had a great weekend. I worked with Ian Stevens from Talk Inc. He's also a casting director, and Dan Roebuck was in town, who was the director. Did some episodes of Lost and Matlock. So it was awesome to work for him. Got to do a television commercial for him, and that was really fun. I got to work with Wilhelmina Ford. It's my first time actually working with her, and Dave Vogel. It was really, really fun to be able to do that. There's an expo coming up, and Ian told me what it was, and I forget. I think it's FloridaFilmIndependentExpo.com. Ian, I'm sorry if I got that wrong, but it's FFIE Expo. The FFIEXPO.com. You can go there for tickets and infos. They have all kinds of actors from the industry, actors, directors, producers. They're all going to be here in Florida coming, so it'll be something you'd want to check out. Benson Simmons is an actor. He's also coming to town. He's going to do some of his acting classes. To see more about that, just go to Facebook and look up Benson Simmons. He's been on Supernatural and a bunch of TV shows. All right, the Action Film Challenge is coming up. We all know about that. Screaming for Sanity, one of my movies. I think it was my 7th movie, is being re-released once again. It's going to be coming out in a VHS clamshell. It says Screaming for Sanity. It's got a brand new box cover. If you want to see more about it, go to subrosastudios.com. Or you can see it at, www.joeldwynkoop.com. But the newest release is on Sub Rosa Studios, one of my, one of the movies I really like the most that I've done. I think one of them, aside from Creep, is Screaming for Sanity. So that's going to be pretty cool. And please check out joeldwynkoop.com. We're going to be right back with my guest, Mike Marin, right after this. Hey, it's Joel Wynkoop Show. I'm here with my guest, Mike Marin. I got to say right away to Ian Stevens, I'm sorry, it's Talk Inc. And Talk Inc. is on what I say it was on. It was on Sunday nights at 7 p.m. It's Talk Inc., not Ink Talk. Ink Talk would be like if we want to talk about tattoos. So Talk Inc. That's what it was. So anyway, hey, Mike, how's it going, buddy?
It's going great. How are you?
Cool, man. Now, we just had you had your Zed event last night.
Yes, we did.
Yeah. Tell it, because people that have seen it, cool. And we're going to try and take phone calls. If Gary can put the phone number up, I don't know. I think he gave me a thumbs up that he's going to try and do something magic here. But the Zed event was last night at the Tampa Picture Show.
It was, and it was a successful night. A lot of people showed up, and everyone seemed to enjoy the work. And you did a great job. Everyone in the film did a great job, and a lot of people came out to support it, and it was a great night.
Cool, cool. Now tell us, because I kind of gave it away. I said for the action film challenge, but you tell us about it, or the zombie film challenge. I think that's how it all started, right?
Yeah, the film was originally for the zombie film challenge. And what happened was I wasn't aware that my laptop would take a long time to upload to Google Drive, which is how we submit our films. So we weren't able to get it uploaded in time by the deadline. So the work was done, and everyone was excited to see the film. So I figured, well, we have our own time now. We don't have a deadline. Why don't we just add a few more scenes to it, and then make it a little bit longer? Still a short film. And then we'll show it at the Tampa Picture Show. So I'm friends with Wayne and Cindy there, and they're very nice and very helpful with what I do, and they were kind enough to let me show the film at the theater.
Cool. Now that's kind of cool, because I was kind of saying that too. That's how sort of we met.
Yeah, when we did the what was it? Extraordinary Night at the Tampa Picture Show.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. Well, I was up there. I think I was up there doing a thing for the Don't Let the Tampa Theater Go Dark, and I was shooting something for Wayne, and then you were there the same night shooting something for Wayne. It's like really all this support from these actors, like people like Mike and people like myself and other people. All these actors were trying to help and support the Tampa Picture Show, because it's been there since 1984. I tell the story. I was there when I saw Sally Fields and Robert Redford. I think there was some ghost movie or something was playing there that I was there way back then. But yeah, so I was wrapping up something, and you were like, "Hey, do you want to do something for my thing that you were doing for Wayne?"
Yeah, because I've seen your work too, and I've heard about you through Jennifer Trieste. Brain Jack, that was the first film I saw, and then
Jennifer was in and then I was in Angel Avengers. Jennifer and I fought each other.
And then that too, and I saw you at what was it, Mayhem or Spooky Empire?
Okay.
Mayhem or something.
That's right.
It was the May one.
Mayhem, yep.
And I remember I met you there, so I knew about you way before we actually met and got to work together.
Oh,
so,
that's cool, man. And then you got me put on those gloves. I was like, "Oh, these are like Batman's gauntlets. This is cool."
Yeah.
And you took them back. You said I couldn't keep them. I was like, "Oh man, I thought I was gonna get to keep those gloves." But yeah, then we did that, which was really fun, because I was doing like a Doctor Doom thing.
Yes.
And then I think that's when you said, "Do you want to be in my zombie?" Was it the zombie film challenge, or was it going to be action first?
It was the zombie film challenge first.
Yeah. So how did you get that going right away?
The zombie film?
The zombie film challenge, putting the script together and the ideas coming in.
Oh, well, with the challenge, you don't, you write the script when the first day of the challenge starts. So basically, I wrote the script out. I, contacted my friends beforehand. I was like, "Hey, I'm going to do a zombie film. Do you want to do it?" And they're like, "Yeah, of course." A bunch of talented friends I have, and willing to do it for a friend. So basically, within 2 days, got the script done. Got locations planned out. It was just the biggest conflict, I would have to say, was scheduling. Scheduling with the Renaissance Festival happening, and I'm doing a show out there. Schedule with work, because at the time I lived in Orlando, and all my friends live here in Tampa.
And you're driving down here.
Yeah, so I'm driving down. All right, we're gonna film. And then I go back up, work, and then come down, and then don't go to sleep, because who needs that? So, but I mean, for the most part, we got the film done, and everyone had fun, and that's all it was for fun. I didn't even know what the prizes were for the challenge, to be honest, and I didn't find out until afterwards when, I passed the deadline. I was like, oh well, we're still going to show the film, and I just want people to see the work that we all did. So
absolutely,
that's what mattered most to me, honestly.
And you want to name some? I know Freya. I can
Yes,
remember Freya. Of
was
course,
in it.
Jennifer's in it.
Jennifer Trieste, T.J. McDonald, who was
TJ,
the
who's
hero,
the Hawkeye type dude. I like him. Yeah, he's cool.
He was the hero of the film.
And who's the
I'm sure he'd
Aquaman
appreciate
dude?
Green Arrow more, though.
Yeah, Green Arrow, then Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. And who's Aquaman?
Awesome. Rick Stafford.
Rick, yeah, he's awesome.
He was the
really nice.
what do you call it? Snake Eyes type character.
Okay, yeah.
So he didn't speak, but he was deadly.
Cool. And Claire?
Claire
I'm
Davis.
interrupting you because
yeah,
I'm trying
no.
to the ones I remember.
Oh no, yeah.
I don't want them to think I forgot them.
Claire Davis.
and Mary.
Yeah, Mary Carr, and then Mike Reed, of course.
Yep, and he's got his own show on Sci-Fi, is it?
Yeah, Fangasm.
Fangasm, yeah, that's right.
So
okay.
he's from Fangasm, but he was in it, and he came to me. He's like, "Can I use a katana?" I was like, "Why not?" So, all right. So he got to get some good kills in the film with the katana. One of them actually got an applaud. It was a movie he did where, and it was tricky to do in post, but he stabbed a zombie through the head with a katana. And of course, with my budget, I made it work to where he actually did it. And the audience loved it. They applauded. I was like, oh, well, I guess I did a good job. He did a good job, too.
The whole thing was awesome. That was last night. That was cool, yeah. I mean, and I loved your gag reel. Because every time I came out of that room, who was that guy that was with me? He was really cool, too. I kept calling him different names.
Josh Todd.
Yeah, Josh was really fun to work with. Every time we'd come out that door, I'd go, Bilbo Baggins, can you start that truck?
Hey, Rambo.
Rambo, can you check that truck? Hey, Schwarzkopf, can you start that truck? Everything. And then you had to pull me back and go, okay, I need one correct line here.
But that's the thing. We're all having fun,
Yeah.
And the gag reel turned out to be 10 minutes, so I'm hoping with that it shows that we had a lot of fun with it. So
that's a lot of fun. Are you going to put that on like a disc and make a little cover for it?
Oh yes, yeah. I want to put it on DVD with the feature film, the gag reel, and then the death memoriam, like Walking Dead.
Walking Dead, that was funny. Yeah.
Yep. So I like to get all that onto a DVD. So I got the premiere done, and now it's time to put on DVD and just give out to everyone that was involved with it, anyone who wants a copy.
Awesome.
So,
Are you gonna have a website? Like the people that maybe it's cool to always give out to the actors, but even then, when I did Lost Faith, I was like, it's all done, it's on video. I remember asking one guy, I remember calling Fred and going, yeah, I got a copy of the movie now. And he's like, oh, great. And I'm like, they're just $20. I gotta pay for the damn thing. And I go, Fred, help me recoup some of this money, man. I mean, I'd love to just go hand them all out all over the place. So I don't know with the movie, but you might have like maybe you're doing that for the actors or whatever. But for other people that want to actually purchase a copy, do you have a site or anything they can visit in the future?
Either on my Facebook or I have a website. It's mikemarin.net. They can contact me through that page if they're interested in getting a copy. Okay. Honestly, it wouldn't be that much for a copy of it. I would say just for purchasing the actual DVD to burn it on.
Yeah.
So,
I'll say it. I don't mind doing that. I think that's great because I do it with all my movies too. And because I'll get everybody, oh, your newest movie, I really got to see it. Well, you can order it right here. Well, I was thinking maybe you just give it to me for free. And people will appreciate it more if they pay for it anyway. Because it seems to me like every movie I give out for free, which I do a lot, and my wife keeps saying, stop giving out your movies for free. I give them out, and then I'll see them a month later, and I'll go, did you watch that movie I gave you for free? No, it's sitting on my mantle. I'm going to get to it sooner or later. So I figured if you charge them for it and they go and you charge them $20 or whatever,
it's like I got to get my money worth now.
Yeah, then they're like, I paid for this. I might as well open it up and watch the damn thing. So definitely you put it up. I'll be the first because I want to get a copy of it and support you on it and stuff. And one thing Mike said that was really cool last night, because he had the opportunity. He did it for the Zombie Film Challenge. He missed it by a day. He could have had it done. But I told him, I said, I called Dan Brienza to try and help Mike out. And I said, Dan, Mike Maron's got his movie done. But it's not under the deadline, so I understand that. But could he still, or no, Dan told me, he goes, well, Mike can still enter it. He's just not eligible for the prize money or anything we're giving away at it. So I called you, and I said, hey, you can still get it in the thing, but you're just not eligible. But then you said, no, Joel, I think right now, I missed it and everything, but I want to do my own
And
event.
the film basically, when I was like, oh, well, we'll make it longer, basically dissected everything. So
opposed to being 10 minutes long.
10 minutes long. So when you're like, oh, you can still enter, it's like, oh, I gotta pile it back in. So it's like, it was just like a lot of stress that it was just like, show at the theater, and nothing against Daniel too. Like, I think it's amazing all that. Like, I won't be entering the action film challenge, but you know, if anyone wants to pick me up for work, I would love to, you know, be in front of the camera to
Absolutely.
be a part
Well,
of it. So.
that's what Marcus Kempton and I are. Marcus called me up one day and he goes, "Hey, would you want to do the action film challenge with me?" And I go, "Marcus, I'm not really interested in. I've already got enough with Lost Faith 2. Trying to, you know, Frank Wales wrote me the script, and I got to change some things here and there." Which Frank said, I know you, Wynkoop, you're going to change my script around. But Frank and I are buddies, and we know how that goes. But anyway, so I have that, and that's my main baby to produce and stuff. So I'm pretty much Marcus. If you want to, you know, produce it, Marcus Kempton and everything, do all that. So I wrote a story, so I would love to have you involved with that. And we're doing another casting at the end of the month. But the thing you were saying up on stage, you said, you know, I didn't care about the prizes. What I cared about was the blood, sweat, and tears that I put into this movie. And all these people, these actors came out and they worked for free. I couldn't pay them, although I'd love to. And those are my sentiments exactly. I want to be able to pay all the actors. When we did Creep, Wicked Games, Truth or Dare, we paid everybody. You know, everybody got paid. You know, Tim and I would pool our money. No wonder I don't have that wife anymore, the second wife. Then we got the divorce. But I was spending money like I was going down to Tim's house with $3,000 in my pocket, and you know, paying Kathy Willits and paying other actresses and actors and stuff. So up here when I was doing it, I didn't have a lot, but anything I could do, you know, whether it was water or, hey man, I'm going to take you to Subway because you hung out with me the longest, or Anthony Wayne, I'd say, because he was my main guy on the other side, I would take him out or whatever. And you said that. You said, I'd love to pay everybody, but the main thing was, because you hate to do a movie, you make all the actors come, make them all work, and then you don't even release your damn movie. And you did that. You killed yourself to get the movie done, and then set up a time, and then tell them about setting it up. That was, you know,
getting
one after the other, trying to get a date.
Yes, originally it was for May 30th, and then like the date was set, and what happened was I moved up to Louisiana to pursue the film industry up there.
Do you want to tell them about that too while you're there?
I will.
Okay.
After I tell you about all the agony of getting this date.
Yeah.
So May 30th. And then I got picked up to do a feature film as background in Louisiana. And then my aunt even too was like, well, what if they add an extra day? I was like, nah, they won't add a day. And they did add a day, but they pushed the dates ahead a day.
Oh,
so
man.
I was going to be doing the last shot the day before the 30th, and then they made it for the 30th. I was like, well, I can't leave it now. So, you know, I talked to my cast. I was like, hey, I have to change the date because I have work now, but, you know, we'll come up with a date. And so originally it got changed the first time to June 13th because it's Friday the 13th, so I thought that's perfect, you know, Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
So Sally, who was one of the alpha zombies, I call her, she was one of the featured zombies, I want to say.
Sally was awesome
yes.
too.
Her daughter was getting married on the 13th, and I was like, I cannot feature it during your daughter's wedding. I will fix this. So
unless they got married there. Unless they got married there.
Yeah, and that's where the wedding reception could be at the premiere, right? Yeah. So I was like, all right, I'll change it. So I made it for June 6th. June 6th is a Friday.
Locked in for sure.
Locked in until. We unfortunately were double booked at the theater. So it was an issue with the theater, and he's like, we can do it for the 7th. I was like, this is the last time, Wayne. Like, I need to make sure.
You're
like,
at the point
7th.
right now. Just forget the whole damn thing.
So I'm going to show this one way or another. It's 7th or bust. So we made it for June 7th. It was a Saturday. Cash Cashman, who is the director of the Cheap Little Punks for the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Cash is freaking awesome. Cash, I love you, man. He's awesome.
Yep. He was generous enough to give up a Rocky night so I could premiere Zed. So
you know, that's pretty cool because that Rocky Horror Night, man, that packs everybody in there. There's, I don't know, is there 100 people you think that come in to the theater on Rocky Horror Picture Nights?
I would say at least 100.
Yeah, it's packed. So it was very cool of Cash to do that, to set it up with you coming in there.
June 7th, and it happened. Everyone loved the work, and we did it. So.
Cool. Hey, let's can we show a clip from that?
Yeah, absolutely. I made a tribute video, so.
Awesome. Hey, Gary, can we roll that clip with Mike Maron's Zed? That'd be awesome right now.
My father taught me, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer.
Satellite imaging showed a rapid increase in survivor count in the area.
It's called ZX7.
We have movement.
Mondays, right?
post-apocalyptic everything sucks.
The world belonged to me.
I was kicking ass while you were still in diapers.
Good enough for me.
Drop the guns. It's not going to happen. We need to get out of here.
Anything on motion sensors?
Negative.
Let's find this miracle and get the hell out of here. Better dead than dead.
We have contact.
Sweetie, it's okay. Oh my God.
You all came on a fool's errand. You cannot run away from death. You must attack head on. You've got to get to them before they get to you.
Man, that's awesome. I really enjoyed that last night. That was cool.
Yeah, like
It was really fun.
it was a good reaction too. So
Yeah.
especially with the gag reel too, there's different levels in it too. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That was cool. It was a lot of fun. A lot of people there. I'd say you had 70, 80 people there probably.
Oh yeah.
You know, pushing 100.
So
So yeah, and like you said, it was a good response because everybody's like, whoa, and they're clapping and stuff. I even got some cool lines in there. I said something in there, not just coming out that door, but there was something. I think it was just, you know, well, where the hell you two been? You know, and everybody kind of got a good.
I was kicking ass while you're still in diapers.
That's what it was. Yeah. He goes, can you use one of these guns? And I'm going, boy, I was kicking ass when you were still in diapers, and everybody cracked up.
Yeah.
I got to say though, I stole that from William Shatner.
Huh? Oh yeah.
In Star Trek. What was the one where Kirk died?
I don't.
Oh my gosh, how can I forget that? What kind of Star Trek fan am I? My wife at home is yelling at me right now. She goes, it's such
What
and
are you
such."
doing?
I know, how can you forget that? What was it? I don't know. It bridged Star Trek, the original, to Star Trek Next Generation. I'll remember as soon as the show's over. So what's up next for Mike?
I have to go back to Louisiana this Tuesday, so I'm going to be trying to network myself. You know, find the right people to keep pursuing Hollywood, and you know, anything that comes up, you know, with films, like I'm totally game to do. So
Cool.
just anything to add to my resume, anything, you know, to pursue my true passion of acting. It's what I want to do.
Cool, cool. I'm sorry, Gary, I lost all track of the show because Mike and I are having so much cool time. How much time do we have left total? Really? Just 2? Wow, Mike, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Hi, Mom. I love you.
Hey, Mom. Mike's friggin' awesome.
I love you too, Jennifer Trieste.
We both love you, Jennifer. And I'm even allowed to say I love Jennifer because my wife loves Jennifer, so it's okay.
Real quick, too, she actually saved the show.
Oh, and she did
That's right,
an
yes.
event.
Because I have just a basic laptop. I was trying to put the video, you know, together, like render it, and it was going to take a full day. And then my computer crashed. But then Jen used her Alienware
Technology.
laptop, rendered it in 2 hours.
Oh, that's awesome.
So she saved the show.
So Jennifer, thank you. Thank you for putting on your show last night. The dance was awesome. Not to mention of course, the Metal Gypsy character. Not to mention also Angel Avengers, which you're awesome in. And like I said, I love you. Mike loves you. My wife loves you. Angel loves you. We all love you. All right, man. Anything else?
Action film challenge is coming up.
Oh, that's
so
right.
I'm available if you want to use me, kill me, or just, I don't know, shoot a gun, something.
Cool. Do something.
Walk away from an explosion without looking back. That's my specialty.
Yeah, there you go. Boom, hit the trigger. All right, I think that's all time we got for Gary. What are we at? 1 minute now? All right, it's the Joel Wynkoop Show. My guest has been Mike Marin. So long. We'll see you next Sunday night at 9 p.m. on the Joel Wynkoop Show.
What, are you kidding? I bench press 10 times as much as this. My karate keeps me in top physical form.
I was looking for Disney World. Must have missed my exit.
Karen, I love you, and I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Will you marry me?
I'm just practicing for the part.
People in my head told me I had to kill you because you're gonna mate with some man.
Let it spread throughout the land, wiping out everything and everyone in its path.
Okay, obviously you can tell the kid was hopped up on speed or PCP or something.
Because I like to tell stories. One day in the future.
Dr. Ocula? Ooh, scary stuff. Dracula. Dr. Ocula.
I will yank that book from your dead, cold fingers. You did it with all those creatures. You're a Jezebel, just like Mommy's.
The following program is brought to you by the Internet Broadcasting Organization.